for. So I would like to see, if maybe Joyce has anything, any updates as we wait for our guest speaker.
Okay. Update concerning what now?
Any updates as far as anyone that you know of that may need our assistance, since we have a few funds left to help people with their taxes, delinquent taxes. Anyone?
Well, no,
Oh,
I had two, and I contacted the young man, and he had paid all of his up. So his was like 1,300. So the other young lady that we are trying to get hers paid up, hers is 1374.17. So I think that takes up the 1,300 that we have set aside for Tay County.
so we're just waiting on her consent.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's a possibility we may have one that we can help in Tay County, because we have the other one was at Marshall County. Um, was that Marshall County that we helped that lady with her?
Yeah, we had one in Marshall County.
Okay.
Well,
We
we
had
able to-
actually we had three in Marshall. And Georgia, you want to address that? Can't find her mute. But at any rate, we helped three people in Marshall, and one was due in part because they saw a flyer, and they called one of the people on the flyer, Miss Fletcher, and was asking for assistance. And of course, most people are going through some trying times right now that we are contacting to assist. And hers was more or less a partial payment. She paid half and we paid half. And then the other two, we paid them in full.
Mm-hmm.
And in some instances, when we have reached out to help a particular group or a family, there was an instance in Panola County, Reverend Draper was helping us with. And when he got to the Chancery Clerk's office, the 22 taxes had been paid. So we went ahead and paid that property owner's 23 taxes. And we're looking to do the same thing in Tate, because we believe that first person we asked, we wanted to assist, went ahead and paid their 22. So we're offering to help them with their 23.
Okay, and as well, so I think Mr. Fred was speaking as well. Maybe we can put something together to where um, we can help them or teach them how to utilize their land, to where at least have it rented out to someone if that's possible, so it can know how to, let it pay for itself, is at least for the taxes, to keep it in the family. And maybe we can get, Mr. Fred, to elaborate on that, for us to have some type of program for people that we help and people that we haven't helped that know about us, that hopefully we can show some type of way to utilize their property to where it can pay for itself.
And I believe that was one of the things that Reverend Draper was going to address tonight, how he's working to get more people involved, more churches involved. You want to talk first, say hello? Okay.
Well, I've sent him the link again.
Did everyone see the scholarship applications for the Small Farmers Conference coming up in September?
Right, you did send
Yeah.
that. It was like 3:15 today. You sent that out.
Mhm.
Anyone applying?
For small farmers application or the
I'm just
micro
keeping the
grant?
conversation going.
The registration, you mean the registration for the conference, right?
Correct.
The scholarship application.
Oh, I've submitted mine. And I've submitted two, as a matter of fact.
I need to send it to
Yeah.
Leslie
And
and
make sure,
Gwen.
yeah, make sure you CC me in case there's any discrepancies. I can say, well, I have this one who sent on whatever day.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, when you get to a conference, you will find a discrepancy.
Okay, so I'm gonna send it. They probably already have it, but I'm gonna send it to them again.
Reverend, oh, I'm sorry, Samantha. This is Miley.
I have Smiley.
Hi. I was just going to ask Reverend, could I fax it to her if I had a couple of people that wanted to attend? I didn't go to our garden today, so I'll have to catch them on Thursday.
Sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Can I fax this copy to you of the application if I have a couple of people who want to attend? You still
Or
can't
you
hear
can
me?
just return it directly to Miss. They don't have emails, you're saying?
I can email it to someone.
Well, yeah. Well,
Okay, so
I'll
I
be
can just,
happy, if I don't have a fax. I'm
okay.
going, oh, I don't have a fax, you can email it to me.
Okay, I'll email it to you and mail it to you. I'll get it to
Okay.
you. We'll get to it. Because I think there are a couple of people who'd like to come to this, since they don't really have to pay too much for $50. For what, 3 nights or 2 nights?
You pay $50 for registration, and then the accommodations, your lodgings would be free if you
Okay.
receive a scholarship. Mhm.
Oh, we have to. Okay, make sure we get a scholarship then. Okay. If I wasn't going to be out of town, I would love to come.
I know you would.
Yes, I sure would.
I look at that scholarship because it said something about first come, first serve. Let me look at that right quick. Okay, Reverend Draper texted back and said he's having problems with Zoom. I wonder, what does that mean? He's not able to log in.
Right. What I guess what specific problems is he having?
No. He didn't say. I'll just ask him, can he be more specific?
Pastor, we're waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the Zoom thing. He's having a problem with it.
You having a problem with what?
With Zoom, you know. They won't let me log in. They kind of send me a code, but every now and then they'll send one, and then I won't send one. So that's why I'm trying to get in.
Oh, okay. Can you come in by phone?
That's what I'm trying to get is by that way too. You know, it's cheap.
Well, we could hear him quite well.
I'm trying to try it. They make sure I'm working with it with my phone, so they keep.
Oh, we can hear him.
He keeps,
I hate it, but excuse me.
keep on talking.
Yeah, I tried to get it in. That's what I was working on. Trying to get done with my phone.
Oh,
Yeah, the power went off at work.
okay. But can you go in, by tapping to dial by phone, just to dial in?
Just dial in.
Yeah, just let me see what you have to tap for your location or whatever it is. So it just calls for you and we won't see you, but we'll see your phone. Did I lose you?
No, you ain't loading.
Where's that scholarship at?
There's a section on there where you just tap for my, connect you by phone. If you look.
Phone.
Let's see.
I was smart if I was techie
Yeah,
enough, I could.
if he's
dial
in
in.
that text, right under passcode, it'll say one tap mobile. That's what he should click on. Right?
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Just quickly on that application for the scholarship. It states that it's a first come, first served basis and priority is given to applicants who submit their registration payments in advance. So just note that whoever was talking about submitting an application.
Okay. So as soon as I know what my count is.
So with the John, so far with the John Zoom meeting, tap that part right there.
Right. No, tap the one tap mobile. So it should dial you all the way in.
Yeah, it won't tap.
It ain't tapping.
Won't let me tap.
See what I can do.
Yeah, one tap mobile.
Yeah, it won't do it.
Let me see if I can connect you. Hold on.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. You have not entered any numbers. Please re-enter your meeting ID.
Give me the meeting
followed by
ID,
pound.
somebody.
849
Not entered.
9914 1467.
This meeting ID does not exist. Goodbye.
Should have got mad at me. One more
Let me
try.
know when- Okay, let me know.
I thought I,
One more time.
yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time.
Okay.
It's just,
It's this computer. So I guess the storm get up and I guess I'm gonna get the computer man back over here.
oh, okay.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound.
849 9914.
Oh, I done messed it up.
You entered 88. This meeting ID does not exist. Please re-enter your meeting ID followed by pound.
Okay. 849.
9914 1467.
Entered 849991467. This meeting ID does not exist. Good.
Should have
You
got
missed
mad.
one. You missed, yeah,
Yeah, you missed something.
one of those 14s.
Mm-hmm.
Can I connect and then connect him?
Can that happen, Sharonda?
Like a three-way call almost.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, a three-way.
Yeah, I think you could do that on Zoom. Well, let me see.
Shown us more times it is accurate that they're actually criminals, right? Based on that. I'm a big believer in the power of media full of these cliches that basically present most.
And so he can't do one tap, but is he trying to tap from his phone or is he on his computer?
He's been knocked out down there. They had a power outage, so he's on his phone
He's
trying to
on his
connect to
phone.
Zoom and it's not letting him. And so he couldn't even do one tap.
So does he not have, is the cell service or his Wi-Fi out as well? Because if he has his phone, if there is an outage down there and he has been using Wi-Fi on his phone, then that may be a reason why he can't connect. He may have to go to the data, like go directly through his AT&T cell phone provider versus using his Wi-Fi. If the connectivity is the issue.
Turn off his Wi-Fi. That's a good idea.
Somebody call him and tell him that.
I don't have to.
Okay, I'll call him.
calling my, Evie.
Hello, Reverend Draper. That should work. Mhm. Okay, so he's turned off his Wi-Fi and he's gonna try to hit one tap using his data.
Okay.
Mhm. Gonna get what?
Like,
Mhm.
I just need him for August 28th on the long one. I had called me and I can come on the long.
Mhm. Well, let's look at the text.
28th. Oh, yeah, I have August 28th.
The text that I sent you, this meeting is August the 26th. Are you
Okay.
using that?
No, I see on August 28th. I'm on my man. Zoom identity.
Yeah, he's on the Zoom that we haven't started yet. Sounds like.
Can you go into the text that I sent you? That's the meeting for
Yeah,
August.
the one I didn't do, the one to 6.
Yes, that last text that I sent you.
Okay.
Now, this is the text from Evie Fletcher, not Miss Revlin now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there is a one tap option.
Okay. August 26th.
Uh-uh.
Went right back down.
Okay, I have him joining
It's
now.
coming. Okay, we think you're in. Is he in, Sharonda?
I think so. Now, if he can
Okay,
unmute.
well, let me hang up. Okay, I've hung up. I can see him. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Reverend Draper, can you unmute your phone?
He has to hit *6 to unmute.
I see a face.
We see his face. We just need for him to unmute. He's talking.
Yeah, he needs to hit *6, I believe.
Reverend, if you can hear us, give a thumbs up, Reverend Draper.
He's just a talking.
Which one is unmute? Is it #6 or *6? I don't remember.
See you, but we can't hear you.
Oh,
Want it? If we call him back, will we knock him off air?
Hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
on mute.
Yay.
Very good. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The devil thought he had us, but we found to work it out.
He is a lie.
That's
He's
right.
a lie. He's a lie.
You never give up on God. You can't never give up on God. Okay.
Welcome.
I hear y'all.
Well, I
Hello?
guess yes, Reverend Draper, I think you're up next to discuss the delinquent taxes.
Yeah, our tax sale in. I'm saying hello to everyone.
Hi, Reverend
Hello,
Draper.
Reverend
Hey,
Draper.
Hello.
Pastor. How you doing? So good to see you.
Yeah, good to hear y'all. I saw some of y'all, but our land tax sale in today. And we had right at 2,000 partials into tax sale. And I asked the lady how much money was that. She said that was $2 million in 2 days. So the government happy. $2 million in 2 days. But I come with a solution what we can do for next year. That I'm going to write $2 million for 2 days tax sale. And I don't know how much money the county would get, but I know the government get most of it. Y'all still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We're listening with bated breath and anticipation.
Yeah, but I got a solution that I think I'm going to try in my county. That I'm going to send a letter to every black church. And way before tax season gets here, and have a pastor to warn them and tell them, please pay your taxes, or like you said, you can pay half of it. You ain't got to pay all of it one time. You can pay half of your taxes, and then we give you a payment plan. You can pay the rest of it before August. That's so much easy and simple. But because the young lady today, I have a young lady call me today. She forgot about her taxes, but her mama deceased, and she ain't paid it since her mama passed. And but hers not so bad. I think we can find enough people in the community to help her out and pay it before the 28th. But people just don't know. They just don't know. And but I'm gonna find out what the whole state of Mississippi was. But that's bad. 2,000 partials right here just in Panola County, and we right at 25,000 partials. But that too many, and most of them are right there in the black neighborhood.
So those were 24s or 24 and 22?
That was 24.
Okay.
24.
And
Now,
some of them are probably 22s also.
no, just 24 taxes. 22s and 23s is already, in delinquent.
What I was meaning, Pastor, was if they haven't paid 24, then a lot of them still haven't redeemed 22.
Right. And see, a lot of them just 24. They just in. No, but see, they can see 20, 22 and 23. You still can pay them up to the 28th. See, but 24 taxes end the 22nd. So those were 24 taxes alone with 2,000 partials.
Wow.
See, after the 28, 22 and 23, they go in. We don't handle that. They go in Chancellor Court. How they do that, and I don't know, but that was just 24 taxes. Because 22 and 23, you still got time to pay those. But we still have a problem with people not understanding the law or tax sale. And say tax sale and land sale is a whole different meaning. And
Okay.
and it's a whole different meaning. And but we still just got a lot of work to do. And like I was saying, earlier, that the black churches, the black deacons, that we are failing our people. And I said, our job not just to stand behind a pulpit and preach. Our job is to see the need of the welfare of the people, regardless of what aspects of life it is. We dropping the ball and just only concerned about ourselves and money. But our people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And what good is I'm having it if I'm not sharing it, because they're going to keep me out of heaven, I believe. What you've God put me in this position, and I'm not going to use it to benefit my people.
Right.
And so, but we going to have to figure out, like I said, it hurts my heart to see people. But I'm grateful for what y'all did for that young lady, because she just didn't understand. And like I said, we still got a lot more, even what y'all did year before. But we got to come up with a solution, though. I'm going to get with NAACP. I think they can help out with people with delinquent tax, or help educate people on delinquent taxes. And because I spoke to them a couple of weeks ago, and they had a big turnout. And I tell them my doors are always open. Everybody have my cell phone number. I'm not worried about who have it. If you have a question, call me. So.
They can't wait till the last minute to call.
No, they can't wait. Just like what happened today. Just can't wait till the last minute. But they don't know, though. See, that's why I want to send a letter out to the people, to let them know that that you have to come and find out what you owe. Just like a gentleman came to me today. His mother is 80-some years old, and she paying taxes on some land that belonged to her deceased brother and sisters. But he's saying what's gonna happen if she die and none of my pay the taxes. He wanna know how can he get it where he can pay it. I said, you can always pay the taxes, but her sister and brother have children. But he said, yeah, they out of town, they out of state. They don't know about the land, but who gonna take care of the land? And see, that's what we're trying to figure out now. And you have a lot of land. We as black losing a lot of land because our ancestors are passing on, and the younger generation don't know how to maintain it because nobody told them nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one reason why we lose. That's one reason why the land's taxes are so high. And I'm trying to tell people too, do not put in air prop. The air prop is the worst mistake we can do. We need to leave it in a sole survivor name and get a probate will wrote out. So we don't need to let it go no air property. And that's something hard to get corrected or changed out on that. But which county you live in, Miss Coleman?
Marshall.
Hey, did y'all do y'all land sale this week?
Didn't hear you, sir.
Did you do y'all land sale this week?
Yes, sir. They started yesterday.
It should have ended today.
For 24, and the last day to redeem the 22s is on the 28th.
That's correct.
So it's just been a challenge that people don't seem to understand. Sure, you can run and redeem your taxes at the last minute, but you're just about paying double of what your original tax bill was. If you would
Yeah,
just go ahead and pay it, you would have more money in your pocket
that's just like
to
today.
do other things.
That's correct. You know, someone told me today they had a family member. Tax it was $77. They didn't pay it. But when Katana redeem that set, you get it back, you're gonna pay almost $300. You're gonna pay $300 to save your money. But you can't get that in people's head. I had a classmate, he did it for years. Would not pay his taxes. He wait till October. I said, man, why don't you pay it? He ain't but what $40-something, but he ended up paying $200-something every month. But he finally started paying his taxes.
Mm.
He finally started paying his taxes.
We saw a case this year of some air property where one of the heirs became an investor, and 22 was not redeemed the year he acted as an investor.
Right.
And so now on August 29th, he can go and request a warranty deed.
Yeah, he can. You can do that. Yeah, you can do that. That's the only way you can do it. You can do that.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to be the highest bidder though. Do it that way.
Well, he's already won 22. He just has to
he
hope
got
nobody
it.
redeems. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna take one to heir to redeem it. That's the only way.
Yeah. And he's an heir.
And that's what I'm talking about. And see, the rest
Yeah,
of them
he's
probably
not
don't know
gonna
nothing
tell it.
about it.
He's not gonna tell anybody.
He's not. He playing smart. But I'm paying. He probably the only one who's paying the taxes on it too.
Correct.
See, and I finally got more of my sibling to pay on our daddy property. Out of 10 of us, 8 of us paying, the other 2 won't pay, so they don't want no part of it. But you can't get them out of there unless they sign something. They got to go back to court again and get all this taken care of. But if it's just been simple, your daddy would have left it in one person's name and had a will made. Or should have just sectioned it all off and just gave everybody their own part.
Yeah.
And that's what the butler did. And when he died, he gave it and he made a will. You can't sell it to nobody but another butler. Okay, nobody get on that land unless you're a butler. So it got to go to a butler. And that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But we were better this year on our tax deed. It was close to like 4,000 last year. So this year we wasn't quite 2,000. So it's a lot better. But still, $2 million
Still a
a
whole
lot.
lot.
Yeah, still a whole lot. So I'm hoping they all of them redeem it back before, another year. And they'll give me something to work at too. And plus, and I can put in the letter and let the churches know too. You hadn't lost your land. It just cost you a little bit more money. You hadn't lost it. It's cost you a little bit more money. And see, that's what I'm gonna tell them. And see, because when I first took office, a lot of people say, I thought I lost it. They said it went into land sale. I said, yeah, but it wasn't land sale or tax sale. You still have a chance to redeem it.
Sounds like people need to be educated on these terms.
They do. That's what I'm saying. They need to go back to the pastors and the deacon to educate their congregation on taxes. Educate themselves on taxes. That's something that I'm gonna send out. And I'm gonna put in that letter, if you have any question, you free to call me. I'll come by the courthouse. I'm gonna make sure I have my doors open, for anybody who wanna come in to learn about delinquent taxes, that you have a chance to get it back.
So how often should that letter be sent? Monthly or quarterly?
I believe monthly until everybody get it, because everybody don't come to church every Sunday, but I'm hopefully monthly, get it going to the church to read it, to a reminder, just like Homestead coming up. It's a surprise. It's surprise. It's a lot of black don't know about Homestead. 70 years old, they never heard about Homestead. 70.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna make me a new letter and get one of my latest girls here to work in the office we'll print up something. We're gonna come with a proposal. We'll get all these black churches, and we're gonna send about the delinquent taxes, you can pay, because December gonna be here before we know it. And
Yes,
plus,
it
the
will.
government done ran it up 25%, so taxes gonna be high. Especially the young people got these big houses, taxes gonna be $3,000 to $5,000, $6,000. That's a lot of money when you got children. But you ain't got to pay all that. You break it in half, then you get a payment plan. So
Pastor Draper,
yes,
so it seems like just a lot of people, if they're not looking for it, they're not paying attention to the tax bill, they don't know when the tax bill comes, and they don't know how to read the tax bill.
that's correct. This year, the mail rider was terrible. They would throw them things away in the garbage dump. Keep them from running down that little skinny road and putting that tax bill in their car. Then you call the governor, you call the state office, and they'll tell you it ain't our job to send it no way. It's courtesy, out of common courtesy. I said, that's the wrong answer to tell any taxpayer. If they is true, I wouldn't tell a customer that. It's common courtesy. You should know what your tax does. No, people have too much peer pressure, too much problem going on to think about a tax bill end of the year. Just like we forget our driving license, till we go to a roadblock. Same thing with the tag sometimes. But yeah, they send them, but the paper, but everybody don't look at the paper. But we used to try to go with it. Our computer, people hadn't paid them. We kind of wait till like August get here, like July, we'll start sending a letter calling folks. If we had a phone, so look, you may have forgot to pay your taxes, but you can come by and pay them. It's just a reminder. We get a few folk get smart, but it don't stop us from doing, reaching out to people. So we do that. But we're finna go online. We're gonna start going online paying tax, and that'll help a whole lot. There.
Oh, you
so
will?
We're gonna start. Yeah, we're going to start there this year. So when December get here, you should really pay taxes online.
So who's your provider?
It's Data
Is it
System.
Delta or Data?
Well, we're on Data. Y'all on Delta, and we're on Data.
Okay.
Data's so much better. Data's so nice and kind. They just bend over backward for you. A lot better than Delta.
So, Reverend Draper, if you all go online, are you also going to offer training to the elders in the community? Because, a lot of people aren't tech savvy or don't even trust going online.
I don't trust it either. I don't trust it either. It's just like I got a phone call today from TVA, but it wasn't TVA. You TVA phone number say your life gonna be cut off this season. You ain't paid your bill. I know I paid my bill, and I looked at my phone, saw my check, it went through August the 5th. And I went up there, they said, yeah, you have. I said, this y'all phone? Yeah, it's our phone number. We didn't call you though. So that's why I don't do online. They just wanted me to give them a card number on whoever they were, but most old folks would come and pay. They like me. They do not want to pay online, and they don't want to pay with a check.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna walk it up there.
They're gonna walk it up there.
Mm-hmm.
They walk
In
it up there.
cash.
Mm.
in cash, and they'll pull that big purse out, count all their money out, pay cash. But that's for really online, and really for those people from out of state. That's who want that online.
Okay. Okay.
That's who wants it because we get a whole lot of people come from online. But see, and then online, it's just like a person got 100 partials. They ain't want to be able to do that online. It would tear them up. So they have to sit in there and then bring it in.
The fees is what you're saying will tear them up.
Tear them up. Because you're gonna tear the system, you're gonna hold the system up for a while doing 100 partial. But I say, but unless they do it like Water Valley got a different way. That Water Valley put all their partial like on a piece of paper, and see that will work.
Mm.
I like how they do their system. They come in place. We send you 100 cards. They don't do that. They send one piece of paper. They do.
Hmm. Wow.
Hmm.
If you miss it, you ought to look if you miss it, huh?
Yes, right. But they can make it easy, like saying, government give us a chance how we send those things out. But
Our government was for the people, by the people.
yeah, but they want people. Government don't want to own your property. It's just like government. See, now the people going online to buy property. They can go on the government website and buy property. It's a lot cheaper. Cause government want to give it to you because they want to make tax off you. Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to make money off of you. And I just found that out today. That you don't have to wait on land sale. Government sell it all year long, real cheap.
Hmm.
Well, I think that's really what we need to do as far as to help the community, Reverend Draper, is really to, you know, constantly have it in front of them about the taxes and the importance of it. Because if you're not going to pay the taxes, if you're not interested in it, then just sell it.
That's right. But a lot of people are interested in their property. They just, a lot of people don't come to realize we still have a lot of us still, I always like Lou Raw. Hey, when he said a mind's a terrible thing to waste. And that's true. That is a true statement. A lot of people just don't have the common sense or the mindset to just to do it. They don't understand it. They just it's surprising though. They just don't understand.
But to pay it and then do what with it?
Yeah, they don't know to pay it. They think they don't have to pay it. And see, they don't think they have to pay it. I have that same thing with my two siblings. That we're in the air prop. They just thinking they don't have to pay it. They said, why should we pay it? Because they don't pay their own taxes. They don't pay their own taxes. Somebody else pay them. But they just don't understand it. And it's surprising though, but people just don't understand.
So for them to be a part of the inheritance and they're the two that don't pay, I can't understand it either. They inherited land and it's real estate, but it's not for free. You didn't pay for it, but you got to pay the taxes on it.
Right. And see, and here in Mississippi, land is high right here in Panola County. And when I bought my first house, land was for $900. And see, now it go from $5,000 to $10,000, same piece of land. And then you gonna let it go for $70, $100 because you don't understand. It's land value. That's good real estate. It's good real estate. It's good real estate for your children when you leave behind. It's good real estate. But a lot of people just they don't, I don't know, just don't understand it. understanding. It's a good investment. And so we have a lot of us don't understand investment, and we just don't understand. We just care less, but they don't think about where they're gonna go when they lose it. We're just gonna have to, just like everybody, understand the word of God. You just have to keep preaching and keep teaching it until they get it. Keep going till they get it. And I'm gonna keep sending these letters. I'm gonna keep talking to Panola County until they start teaching the other folks. That's what I'm telling now. You got to teach your kids. Don't wait till you get ready on your sick bed. Tell your kids about taxes. Tell them what happened to you, what responsibility they're gonna have. Just don't do it. And that's what hurts us. We're not telling. I don't know. Think if somebody want to take something, but we need to start telling our children. Like a 30-year-old person, if they live in a home with their parents, they don't know the responsibilities of something happened to their parents. This house just ain't free. You got to pay the taxes.
Right.
Ain't nothing free. You got to have a tag on your car to drive it. You got to have a driver's license. You got to have taxes. You got to pay your land tax to stay in your house.
That's it.
It's simple, but we just stop talking, stop telling, and we just want to just, I guess everybody wants to stay in their comfort zone, but we got to get out of that comfort zone and start telling it. And that's what happened. Everybody just got in a comfort zone, assuming, but and go back to them old way teaching like our parents and foreparents taught. They didn't assume, they made sure. They made sure. Mama didn't assume I got on the bus. She made sure I got on the bus.
Mhm.
She didn't assume I did my homework. She made sure I did my homework.
Right.
She didn't assume that I ate supper. She made sure I ate supper. So we just got to go back to making sure. Stop assuming. That's the part I'm talking about, the pastors and the deacons, the leaders of the churches. They just stop assuming and make sure. Just like back when I was young, they always ask every now and then, everybody raise their hand who are saved or who going to heaven. Now that question never get asked no more. Never get asked no more because they assuming. Because we dress like, like Christian folks, just assuming, but we got to make sure. So I'm going to make sure that people in Panola County gonna know about taxing, about delinquent taxing.
Wonderful.
I'm kind of thinking it's also kind of, would be nice to do the formula, do the math
Right.
on that letter.
Yeah,
Your
that's a good idea.
original bill was blah, 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 but at 1.5%.
Yeah, that's right. So it's 25% once you go into in Chancellor. So that's a good idea, Miss Coleman. I'm gonna run some paper off. That's a good idea.
Okay.
When I send them letter out, that's a good idea. Show that it was $70, but now it's almost $300.
Right.
And if a $500 is gonna be $800 or $900, how much money you losing? Just you could win and had a payment plan. You could save all this money.
You lost a car note or a good vacation.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry. Or buying an extra pair of shoes or a hat
Or
or
whatever.
outfit or whatever. That's
Money,
right.
get money you could have invested in something else
That's
instead
right.
of going into the investor's pocket.
That's right. That's right. So that's what, and all that is start setting it aside. You got your taxes is over $500. You need to start setting money aside every month until you up to that point you got it. You got it. So that's a good idea there though. We got to come with a plan
Okay.
to help our people. And that was a good one there. I ain't thought of that. And they could see it they can understand it better.
Yes.
Talking to them and telling them they can't see it because they're not understanding it. So you show it to them, they can understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was an older lady coming here 2 months ago. She said, I filed homestead. I'm supposed to be tax exempt. I still get a tax card. I couldn't tell her. I kept telling her, man, your house is over 75,000. Yeah, but I supposed to be tax exempt. So I printed off the computer and showed it to her. The government don't give you $75,000, but your house worth $93,000. So you only paying the difference from 75 to 93. After I explained it to her and showed it to her, she saw it in black and white. She said, oh, like that. Now I see.
Okay.
But on the phone, she could never give, like you said, and with that formula showing it to them, would work a lot better.
All right. Let's go. Well,
Any
all
more
right.
questions? Yeah.
Are there any other questions for Dr. Draper, Reverend Draper?
You Reverend Draper or Reverend Doctor?
I'm Odell Draper. God
All
ain't
right.
gonna call him. Then he gonna say servant. So I'm not hung up on name. Not at all. I'm not hung up on name. My name is Odell. That's what Mama
Okay,
called me.
Odell. Oh, we're
Yeah,
going to show you high respect. We're going to show you
it's
high
just
respect.
when you see me in the church place, then you supposed to say it. But just like we're just regular names. Yeah, we're just regular names. I'm not hung up on that.
Yes, sir. Well,
But
if
I
there are no
got
other
your number,
questions,
Miss. But when I come up with something else on my deal, I'm gonna call you. We can brainstorm all year long. Or any of those who want to call, man, they can call me at any time. We can brainstorm or come up with an ideal question that we can help each other county out, and that'll be a blessing.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, well, we thank you,
When I get my letter,
Odell.
when I get my letter wrote out, I'm gonna send it to y'all, and y'all can look at it.
Okay, and then
Okay.
we'll edit to fit our particular county. But we
Right.
sure appreciate it.
That's right. Yeah, I'll get it fixed up, and if I need to add or change something, before we ever send it out to any churches, make sure everything worded right and we leave nothing out.
And typically, we have what is it called, Sharonda? Our holiday message, so we can share that with you too.
That's right. That'll be good.
We have a holiday video
Okay.
where we
Okay.
talk about paying your taxes as a gift to your family. Or Sharonda is the creative one. I'm just trying to ad lib. Sharonda.
That'll be real good. Right
Yeah,
at
we'll
holiday
definitely,
time.
yeah, we'll definitely send it to you.
Okay, yeah, send it to me. Yeah, send it to me.
Well, we appreciate you, Reverend Draper, for coming and speaking with us this evening.
I appreciate y'all.
All right, Ms. Baruti, it's on you.
Okay.
Trying
Well,
to
I
get
think
a hand. Where's
Well,
my
Yes, we
reaction
can give,
button?
yes,
any
we
other
can give
questions?
him a hand.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay.
And thanks so much for that enlightenment as well, that we all need to know, and how we need to go forward to handle, communicating with our people, on educating them on why you're paying taxes.
That's correct. That's correct. And like I said, and we sure need the education. We need to be enlightened on it because so many of us just don't know. And since I've been here these 6 years, I have learned a lot, and I see that we don't know. and they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know. So I'm gonna make sure we do know.
Okay, and we look forward to being a part of that as well. So thanks again as well for coming on as our special guest. And we will be also keeping in contact with you to get that crusade going to make sure that we know to pay our taxes and why we
That's
pay.
right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Y'all do that and make sure I'm doing my job.
So again, so this Thursday night, we're going to have another monthly meeting, Rural Root Progressive Coalition. We have our meeting this Thursday on the 28th at 6 o'clock. And then as well in September 22nd, 23rd, 24th, we'll be in Greenville, Mississippi for the Small Farm Conference, sponsored by Alcorn and also MAG. And so, like Ms. Revla mentioned earlier, to go ahead and get your registration in, and we should be able to get some scholarships.
Okay. Okay.
So with that being said, any other things that we need to speak on tonight? Otherwise, we'll see everyone on Thursday who can attend the monthly meeting at 6 o'clock.
Y'all text me back Thursday morning, make sure I get that Zoom thing right.
I just want to add that the meeting on Thursday, we're doing a continuation of our elder care project also. The gentleman will be speaking on memory care. And although, you know, some of us need that, we haven't been diagnosed as having any type of issues, but I also want to know, how do I keep my memory sharp?
I want to know about that too, but I can share the information. But y'all text me Thursday if I can zoom in on that and listen on that.
Okay.
I can share that with the church.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So if that's everything, we'll wish everyone a good night, a blessed night, and we'll look forward to seeing everyone again on Thursday, the 28th.
Good
All
night,
right.
everyone.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Great job,
Good night.
Pastor.
All right.
Yes, thank you.